Alright, so this level is called the Big Push. This is one of those levels where you have to destroy everything on the map. Should be a lot of fun.
Greetings, Commander. Receiving incoming transmission.
The time of our final strike against the Confederacy is close at hand. Before we can strike at Tarsonis itself, however, we must break through the Confederacy's most potent defenses. General Duke will brief
I've
you.
defended Tarsonis in over 30 major battles, so I know its defenses inside and out. There are 3 primary orbital platforms that serve as staging areas for the Confederate fleet. If we assault the central platform, we should cause enough of a ruckus to allow a small force to break through the planetary defenses.
General, I'm impressed. I never figured you for the frontal assault type.
Well, the Confederates have Omega and Delta Squadron troops defending the platform. And they're nothing compared to my Alpha Squadron boys.
Right.
Alright, so this is the level that kind of familiarized me with the concept of turtling. And I'll show you guys what turtling is if you don't know what that means. It's definitely the best tactic for beating this mission. It seems a bit daunting at first, but it's really not that bad. Alright, so the objective is eliminate the Confederate forces, and Duke must survive. Duke is pretty awesome. He's flying in one of the Confederate ship things, and I forget what they're called, the battle cruiser, that was it. We get to use a really beefed up battle cruiser for this fight, and it makes things a bit easier. So let's get right into it. Alright, so we start way out here.
Make up your mind.
Ghost reporting.
We're gonna have to load up our crew and make our way up to the northwest here, which is where we're gonna land.
What?
So we're gonna bring all of our ships up here. Not really sure why they decided to start the level like this.
Go ahead.
It's kind of weird because all this stuff here is already established.
Input
I
coordinates.
guess they just want to show that we're coming in and taking over.
Strap yourselves in, boys.
This Alpha Squadron never would have left this equipment behind. That's what I call sloppy.
I copy that.
Alright, so we got all this equipment here that we can use, and the game will actually notify us which place we should put these. This one doesn't have any add-ons, but these all generally do. As you can see, if we put it right there, it will access this control tower. And this one goes right here. This one goes right here. There's a lot of resources here, but we do need to get a lot of upgrades, so...
What?
However, turtling, as I said before, is going to make this a lot easier. Basically, this whole upper area of the map here, if you can see my cursor, is all enemies. All the way up through here as well.
Make up your mind.
I'm listening. Hang on. We're in for some chop.
Transmit coordinates.
Alright, so let's start... Whoa, can't pump out SCVs yet.
Input coordinates.
Population is too high.
Yes, sir.
Let's go ahead and get
Orders, Captain.
some stuff going here.
Orders, Captain. I read you.
I'm gonna get a bunch of silos going, so we can have a high population.
Not enough minerals.
And we don't have enough minerals, so let's go ahead and start getting some more
Additional supply depots
SCVs.
required. Additional supply depots required.
Yes, yes, yes.
Base is under attack.
Hello? Alright, so here's the NORAD 2 here with General Duke. Can do a lot of damage, as you can see.
What?
Go ahead, HQ. In
And we'll
transit, HQ.
pretty quickly here start harassing the enemy using Duke.
Roger.
Because for the missile turrets, he can instantly take them out in one hit using the Yamato gun. Yamato gun is pretty awesome.
Reporting for duty.
However, it does take a lot of energy, so he can only really use it once every few minutes.
I'm listening.
And we'll start snagging upgrades here in a little bit.
SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty.
Not enough minerals.
We'll throw down another building right there. Gotta get that population sky high.
I haven't got all.
SCV good to go, sir.
Reporting in. Coordinates received.
Call the shot.
I'm gonna pull these guys back because until we have their upgrades, they're not very useful to me, and I don't want them to die.
Ghost reporting.
I haven't got all that.
Standing by. Attack for me.
What?
Let's build a nice little squad of Marines to defend our base. Because basically we're going to use General Duke to lure some enemies this way in order to commence the harassment. And once we get some tanks going with some upgrades on those tanks, we will begin the turtling phase. Before we do that, let's crank out more SCVs.
Reporting for
Lots
duty.
and lots of SCVs. Get to work. Micromanagement in this level can be a pain. I'm still trying to get good at the micromanagement in this particular game because they don't make it very easy. At least not as easy as in most of the RTS games that I have played. It could be a lot better. Keep on spawning. We're gonna have tons and tons of SCVs. And more SCVs. Well, let's pump out some on this side. Share the load.
I read you. Reporting for duty. I read you.
And another one. And another one.
SCV good to go, sir.
All right. Now, the only issue here is this geyser is pretty far away, so we're going to have to get quite a few guys on here in order to get a steady stream of Vespian gas.
Orders received.
So as soon as that's ready, we're going to go ahead and throw that down.
Yes, sir.
We're probably going to need about 8 SCVs on this in order to really get a good stream of Vespian gas coming in for our team.
Not enough minerals.
So let's see what we've got now. Keep working.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and throw down another silo.
You want a piece of me?
Hopefully that guy doesn't get stuck. That's probably what's going to happen. Oh no, he found a little path out over there. Perfect.
I haven't got
Good job, buddy.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Keep spawning some Marines. Not spawn too many, actually. Let's go ahead and get that siege mode upgrade.
Insufficient.
Oh, don't have enough Vespian gas yet.
Orders, Captain.
Come down here, get on that Vespian gas. Let's chug out a few people here to get on the Vespian.
Not enough minerals.
Reporting for duty.
Go ahead and snag a couple of these guys and bring them down here.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Yes, sir.
Because I really want to get some of that going.
Roger that. Orders received. SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. Orders received.
Always just kind of double check to make sure they're all doing their job.
Yes, sir. I read you. SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain.
It's probably one too many. Alright, so right about there. Now we have a good steady stream coming in. Let's go ahead and get that siege tank.
Destination?
Turtling is a very good way of attacking the enemy, especially when you're playing against NPCs, because they don't know what to do.
SCV good to go, sir.
One of the things I don't care for in this mission is the fact that you literally have to destroy every single building on the map and every single enemy on the map. So if there is somebody hiding in a corner somewhere, you have to go and find them. But I guess the map really isn't that big, so it's not too much of a hassle, but it's still a bit of a hassle.
Want a piece of me, boy?
Research complete.
Alright, so we're cranking out some tanks now.
what?
We can commence some harassment here with the Yamato cannon, because it's going to take a little while to charge it back up, so we might as well. But these missile turrets here can be shot down in one shot. And there it goes. And then we're just going to fall back to our troops, and if the enemies show up, which they probably will, I've stirred up the swarm a bit,
Your
and they're going to
forces
come
are
down
under
here.
attack.
And we are being attacked, so let's get down here and save our SCVs real quick. Get out of town.
Roger. Coordinates received.
Definitely want a couple of wraiths. You don't need too many, but probably like 5 or 6 would do the trick. Quite nicely.
Yes, sir.
Throw down another one of those. And that looks good to me.
Orders,
Let's get
Captain.
these guys going. Get to work.
Roger that.
No stragglers.
Call the shot.
Not enough minerals.
Cloaking ability is always nice.
Read the waiting
We're going to be getting plenty of upgrades, though, as we go along. We're going to want to grab
Not
an
enough
academy.
minerals.
Reporting for duty. Affirmative.
Oh, come on.
Roger that.
This seems to be happening to me in every single mission. I get an SCV stuck somewhere.
Well,
Alright, kill him.
about time.
Let's build another to replace him.
Well. All right.
Read the waiting launch orders.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals. Your forces are under attack.
Not for long.
Give me something to shoot. Destination.
Well.
Alright, so our cannon is charged. All you need is 150 energy in order to use it. So we're going to run up here and shoot the second missile.
Job finished.
Should work.
And that will allow us to get cloaked troops by.
Should work. Size action.
Your forces are under
Oh, yeah. Down they go.
Should work.
This guy cannot destroy the bunkers in one hit, so it's not really worth trying to do that. I would not recommend it. Unless you have other troops to back you up, of course.
Transmit coordinates.
Make up your mind.
Reporting for duty. Right away, sir.
We're going to keep on churning out tanks.
Insufficient Vespene gas. Insufficient Vespene gas.
Orders, Captain.
Let's go ahead and get an armory going. We definitely need an armory. Or two. I may actually build two. I'm going to start building them down here, though. Well, let's not do it with you. Let's do it with one of these. Save some time.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to go ahead and build an armory. And build a second armory for quicker upgrading. No, not you. Not going to really be using these science vassals, but we do also need to take a look at these upgrades here. Because we have the nice handy ability in this map to use the nuclear silo. And that will come in handy with these guys.
I'm here.
Destination.
Gonna keep our tanks.
Identify target. Delighted
Might as
to
well bring the
serve.
tanks right up here and put them into siege mode
Yes, sir.
for now. Should help keep us protected.
Vector
Job
locked
finished.
in. Standing by.
What? Should work.
Mapping these guys to number 1 because there are flyers.
Additional supply depots required.
Reporting for duty.
All right, time to make some more depots.
I read you. Reporting for duty.
These guys on that.
I read you.
And we'll go ahead and set up our queue.
Destination.
Move a few more tanks up here. That'll keep our base protected until we're ready to roll out. And we are almost ready to roll out. I'm going to have a couple more tanks than I did last time.
Standing by.
Job finished.
Make up your mind.
Job finished.
And we should also look into getting some of these upgrades rolling. Let's get our vehicle upgrades. Since tanks are really going to be the dominant force in this level.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Orders, Captain. Right away, sir.
Get to work, my minions. You work for Comrade Nevsky.
Standing by.
Well.
Ready to roll.
Alright, so now we're churning out some tanks.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
A couple more wraiths. Wraiths are probably most useful at the end of the level here because they're going to be used to mop up. We've also got a couple of battle cruisers we're going to have to deal with, so they'll come in handy there as well.
Give me something to shoot. Rock and roll.
I did build some Goliaths last time, but I'm not entirely sure I'm going to need them.
Ready to roll out.
I don't feel like I really used them all that much in the past level. Get our vehicle weapon upgrade. I want to get those fully upgraded before we roll out, and then we'll be able to pack a serious amount of damage.
Destination.
Orders, Captain?
Go ahead and repair our Wraith here. One thing I wish I could do is get one of these people to auto-repair, but they don't auto-repair in this game either. You literally have to manually select them and select what unit you want to repair. Very annoying.
Orders, Captain? Affirmative.
I haven't got all day.
At least you can have more than one guy repairing. And as you can see, they don't stand a chance.
Yes, sir. Destination.
Not any chance at all. Alright, well, this should be a sufficient force on tanks.
Yes, sir. Orders, sir. Identify target.
Hi there.
Reporting in.
Get out of here. Stop attacking my SCVs.
Roger. Vector locked in.
Yes, sir.
What?
Alright, so there's my number one. These guys and these guys are going to be my number two.
Move it.
These guys and this guy are going to be by number three.
Make up your mind.
Destination.
Make up your
Orders, sir.
In order to select individual units, if you click it and then you shift-click, you'll be able to select whatever units you want to. So let's get you guys up in a position real quick.
Identify target.
Now this is how you turtle. You move up very, very slowly, but we're going to start off with everybody in tank mode. Come on, get in tank mode. What are people doing? I told you to get in tank mode.
Orders, sir. Yes, sir. Destination. Identify
And we're just going to sit here and mow them down until they stop coming. We might lose a couple of tanks, but we will do a shit ton of damage to them.
Identify target.
And then I will show you what to do from there.
Your forces are
It's kind of waiting for them to stop coming, and they will.
Yes, sir.
Let's grab a couple of SCVs to come up here and repair my tanks. No reason to lose them if we don't need to.
I read you.
We'll make a couple more SCVs because we've lost a few to incoming enemies. Keeping these guys around to help us defend the base. I'm going to bring them down here since we seem to be attacked the most down there. Alright, so this is how you turtle. You're going to lower one of these groups, but the other one is going to stay in attack formation. We have far too many of these guys in one group.
Destination.
I'm going to have to divide these up a little better.
Identify target. Orders, sir. Identify target. Yes, sir. Move it.
So that'll be group number one.
Identify target.
Group number two, and you'll be number three.
Move it.
The turtling's not going so well. Should have organized that a little better.
Ready to roll out. Orders, sir.
But what will happen is you'll inch your tanks up very slowly while one is in siege mode, so that way you can move one guy's up, or one group up to attack some units in siege mode. Well, I'm kind of rambling. You get what I mean. Yeah, these guys will stay in tank. Group number two will go into normal mode so they can move up. And then they will go into tank, and these tanks will defend them as they're moving up. I think that makes a little more sense than what I was rambling about a second ago.
Sir. Destination.
Alright, so now that they're in tank mode, we'll take these guys out of tank mode and move them up.
Absolutely. Proceeding.
They'll all be within range of this other group of tanks.
Yes, sir.
And then once everything within their range is destroyed, we'll move them up some more.
Orders, Captain?
your forces are under attack.
Keep on repairing.
Ready to roll. Identify target. Orders, sir. Yes, sir.
And And all the while, we are repairing our tanks. Alright, so we're going to move these guys up now. While we're being defended by our other tanks in siege mode. Take these guys out, move them up. As you can see, we totally wiped these guys out with just really 8 or 9 tanks. Great strategy. Let's see, let's go ahead and grab some more upgrades. And we're also going to grab a nuke. And once that is done, we'll have access to 1 nuke. And those can be used by our scout guys, the ghosts.
Destination? Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Destination? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting for duty.
We'll come over here, SCV. Repair my tanks.
Orders, sir. Orders, sir.
Alright, so let's take these guys out. Move them over here because we've got some more enemies right over on the border here.
Proceeding. Orders, sir. Move it. Delighted to, sir. Absolutely. Proceeding.
Take this out first.
Delighted to, sir. Proceeding.
Research.
Down he goes.
Well,
Let's go ahead and bring the NORAD up here.
Decisive action.
Blow that up. Boom.
Decisive
Take
action.
down some of these drop ships.
What?
Go ahead and shoot at this base. Take it down.
destination. Orders, Captain. Roger that.
Standing by.
I read
You guys standing around. I really need to manage my base here a little bit. I mean, I guess most of my guys are doing just fine.
Proceed.
Get these tanks up.
Your forces are under attack.
Identify target.
Get into tank mode.
Move it. Absolutely.
Lose my SCVs.
Your forces are under attack.
Well. Yes, sir. Orders, sir.
Alright, so this is going to be my new group number 1 and group number 2.
Orders, sir. Yes, sir. Destination.
Everybody into tank mode.
Yes, sir. Delighted to, sir. Identify target.
Let's do a little bit of scavenging, looking around here.
Absolutely.
There's some stuff up top here we're going to have to destroy.
Delighted to, sir. Proceed.
I don't know if we can do that quite yet. Yes, we can, actually. There we go. Took them out pretty easily. And we're going to go into siege mode because all the enemies will now funnel from up here.
Well,
Since we've destroyed these guys, the ones that were harassing us with their ships right down over here.
should work.
We'll just wait for you to finish off these dropship stragglers so they don't hide from me later in the map.
Your mind.
That's always annoying.
Decisive action. All
Trying to
right.
go ahead and hunt down the guys I missed last time around.
About time.
It took me a while to find them.
Should work.
Let's go ahead and hit this guy with a Yamato cannon.
Upgrade complete.
All right.
All right. Then.
Dropped him with that Yamato cannon.
Time.
Let's go back down here and get Mr. NORAD fixed up.
Standing by. Roger.
Yeah, let's get some wraiths going. We're gonna need these guys. We're gonna need our drop ships. Let's move all them up here. All right, so we're almost out of resources here. And now we are out of resources here. Good timing.
Received. Roger that.
Right on schedule. We're gonna move these guys down here real quick.
Make up your mind.
I read you.
Got these guys repairing.
Roger that.
I haven't got all day.
Give me something to shoot. Let's
We
move.
don't have to worry too much about our base being attacked at this point. So we'll send in everybody.
Make up your mind.
If I'm wrong, I'll just send some guys back. All right, another vehicle upgrade.
Well,
Send that up there.
I read
These guys need to get to work on that minefield. And before I move this dropship, I want to make sure I can shoot the missile. And in order to do that, we're going to need to do a little bit of a trick. We'll grab one of these guys. We're going to use you to come over here. And basically, we need to eliminate all the enemies up here on this platform. Pretty easy to do with all these tanks. The problem is they can't see it. So we're going to bring in the NORAD, and the NORAD will reveal the area, and therefore our tanks will be able to shoot them down.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh, we are being attacked. Interesting. Okay.
Standing by. Roger.
Come down here real quick. I'll just leave this little group down there.
Your forces are under attack.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Let's see.
Rate the waiting launch
We want a little bit of that. It's grabbing all the upgrades. Every upgrade. We'll make a few Goliaths now. We got tons of resources. Increase our marine range a little bit. Why not?
Go ahead, Commander. Transmit coordinates.
Destination?
So let's grab a few of, well, we'll grab one group of our tanks. Move them down here. Into siege mode. Nice. That's how it's done.
About time.
Fire on that tank. Down goes your tank.
About time.
Alright, so that will free up our location over here. I'm gonna move these tanks up here for now.
Moving. Proceeding. Orders, sir. Target.
Rate the waiting launch orders.
Well,
Reporting in.
Upgrade.
One way to kind of mix up things a little bit.
Coordinates
Bring this over here. Well, not you. I mean my transport. This guy.
Coordinates.
We're gonna go ahead and drop our ghost off right up here.
In the 5.
Going to want to avoid that.
Ghost reporting.
Ah, we don't have that yet. Well, we did have that upgrade. Did I not click that one?
Upgrade complete. Additional supply depots
I
required.
don't remember where that upgrade was. Where is it?
Required.
Oh, geez.
All over it.
Yes, sir.
Let's be careful of that guy.
Ghost reporting.
Your forces are under attack. Not enough
Yeah, so much for that.
energy. Not enough energy.
Shoot him down.
Upgrade complete.
There's only a couple of these on the map. Not too much to deal with. Alright, we'll just go ahead and lift off. Not sure if I still have access to my nuke or not when I do that. I guess we will find out.
Orders, sir.
Where's my other guy? No, I do not. That's okay, though.
No one hit him.
We don't necessarily need it. Honestly, I could probably finish the level faster if I don't wait.
Orders, sir.
So we're gonna get a couple more tanks, well,
Destination.
at our disposal.
Yes, sir. Identify target.
Keep them in siege mode for the moment.
Additional supply depots required.
We're gonna need some supply depots.
sir. Reporting for duty. Build there. Yes, sir. I can't build
Kind of
there.
throw them down all over the place. More upgrades.
Your forces are under attack.
Nothing to it.
what? Channel open.
Goliaths are quite good at the air units, so that's why it's good to have them around, since our siege tanks for some reason can't hit the air units. Doesn't seem to make much sense, but
Yes, sir.
I don't make the rules.
Right away, sir. Orders received.
Get a couple more SEVs up here for defense. On a few more guys.
Orders, Captain? Reporting for duty. Affirmative.
Get them up here on this one.
I read you. Affirmative.
And once I've established my base, we will start our final push into the last area.
Orders, Captain? Affirmative. SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty.
Keep our tanks churning out.
SCV good to go, sir.
Want as many of those as we can get, and we might need a few reinforcements as we go along. We're going to be using the same tactic here, along with maybe some Goliaths.
Destination?
SCV good to go, sir.
Identify target.
So we're taking them out of tank mode.
Orders, sir. Identify target. Destination? Ready
SCV
to
good to
roll
go,
out.
sir.
Identify target.
All right, so that's our number
Orders,
1, number
sir.
2.
Identify target. Orders, sir. Identify target.
Upgrade
Yes, sir.
complete.
Absolutely.
Bring these guys up.
Delighted to, sir.
And commence the turtling.
Absolutely.
I thought there were some enemies in this area, but I guess there is not.
Orders, sir. Delighted to, sir. Proceeding.
We're going to bring these guys right up over here.
Delighted to, sir.
Lay them down right there.
Proceeding.
These guys back, see if we can get their attention.
Proceeding. Delighted to, sir. Proceeding. Yes, sir.
That'll do.
Absolutely.
All right, commencing the turtling.
Absolutely.
Bringing the tanks up.
Moving. Yes, sir.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade
Probably did that a little too quick.
Absolutely.
That's all right.
Moving. Proceeding. Moving. Proceeding. Orders, sir.
Bringing up some more. Let's go ahead and bring these guys around in case we get hit by some aerial units. As far as I remember, there are not a lot of aerial units here, though. Mainly just battle cruisers, which are somewhere up here.
Delighted to, sir.
So we should be all right.
Absolutely. Identify target.
Move these guys up.
Absolutely.
And now we're really going to start seeing the forces flood in. Because now we've stirred up the hornet's nest. That's okay, because we have a lot of tanks. Tanks are nice. Tanks make things good. Make things a lot easier.
Yes, sir. Roll out.
And they're just annihilating everything. Unless we have aerial units to worry about, we don't need any other type of unit, really.
Not enough energy.
About time.
Yes, sir.
Let's go ahead and move up a group.
Absolutely.
Your forces are under attack.
There we go. Moving up our next group.
Wake up your mind.
Let's go ahead and get the Goliaths in there as well.
Sir. Proceeding. Delighted to, sir. Moving.
We pretty much wiped the floor with this base. Now we pretty much just have to mop up.
Your forces are under attack.
This task seems pretty daunting at first, just because there's a fair amount of enemies on this place, on this map. It's really not that bad, though, as long as you use the turtling strategy I've shown here.
Yes, sir. Destination.
Channel open.
Identify target.
All right, let's move them up.
Sir. Delighted to, sir. Absolutely.
Channel open.
Bring these guys up here because we're probably going to encounter that battle cruiser here in a moment.
Yes, sir. Proceeding.
What?
There it is.
Should work.
Go ahead and lay on the firepower.
All right.
Awesome. I believe there is a couple more of them. So we'll bring in some wraiths.
Transmit coordinates. Go ahead.
And this is what I got all these wraiths for.
Roger.
Identify target.
Calling online.
Yes, sir. Orders, sir. Sir.
Put these guys back in a normal mode.
Orders, sir.
Oh, they were already in normal mode. Okay. That works too.
Orders, sir.
There's a few more gun turrets right down over here we have to take care of. And while they're doing that, we're going to send these guys up here because there's a couple of battle cruisers and a one of these spaceport. Starport. Not spaceport. Take them out. Go ahead and cloak them. Just to be sure.
Roger.
Not enough energy.
Destination, move it.
Alright, so there's the next one. A couple more things up here as well, but not very much. We'll just send those guys up there. We don't even really have to pay attention to them.
Decisive action. Should work. Decisive action. Should work. All right.
I think they're right down over here. Somewhere around in here.
Should work. Decisive action. Should work.
Identify target. Orders, sir.
Make up your mind.
Here they are.
Decisive action.
Just a random little establishment up here.
Attack formation.
Probably just to throw me off. Make me look for them for a while.
Vector locked in.
It's definitely the longest level we've done so far. But definitely not too challenging.
Should work.
Not enough energy.
All right then.
That should have been it.
What?
There must be somebody still lounging around.
Standing by. Roger. Vector locked in.
Just flood our guys down this way. See if they're hiding
Attack
out.
Formation. Roger. Vector locked
Ah, there's one. Come on, take him out.
in. Go ahead.
Don't make me send more.
Roger. Vector
Ooh,
locked in.
alright. I guess I'll send more.
All right then.
Yeah, I forgot you should come up here and get rid of the rest of these guns. I started to do that, and I guess I didn't finish. So we'll just bring in Mr. NORAD to finish the level off for us. The level's been over for the last, like, 10 minutes. Just mopping up.
Decisive action. What?
Still more?
Should work.
And this is what I was talking about at the beginning. There's often just somebody somewhere that I didn't see, and I have to fly around until I find them.
Move it.
Thought for sure that would be it.
What?
Identify
Transmit
target.
coordinates.
I haven't got
Transmit
'em.
coordinates.
Rays are especially good at this task.
Coordinates received. Attack formation.
Where is the hidden enemy?
Attack formation.
Maybe he's up here.
Attack formation.
Might be hiding up here. Or over here.
Coordinates received. Roger.
And we'll go
Coordinates
straight up this way. Not very many spots. It's probably a missile turret somewhere.
Roger. Coordinates received. Attack formation. Roger. Vector
Nope,
locked
nothing
in.
here.
Coordinates received. Vector locked in. Coordinates received. Vector locked in. Coordinates received. Vector locked in. Roger. Attack formation. Roger. Vector locked in.
Maybe farther up.
Vector locked in. Attack formation. Vector locked in. Attack formation. Coordinates received. Vector locked in. Go ahead, Commander.
All right, then. Should work. All right, then. About time. All right, then. Decisive action.
Reporting in. Vector locked in. Go ahead, Commander.
Well,
Standing by. Attack formation. Coordinates received.
Your forces are under attack.
Ah, here they are. One more missile right down here. It's gotta be it.
Vector locked in. Coordinates received.
Let's, well,
Attack
pretty
formation.
close. See if we can take him out. There we go.
Standing by.
Awesome.
this is Duke. The emitters are secured and online.
Who authorized the use of psi emitters?
I did, Lieutenant.
What? The Confederates on Antigua were bad enough, but now you're going to use the Zerg against an entire planet? This is insane.
She's right, man. Think this through.
I have thought it through. Believe me. You all have your orders. Carry them out.
All right, victory. As you can see, pretty annoying trying to find some of the last things on the map. Not bad, though. About 40 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I'll see you in the next one.
So I says, answer that and stay fashionable. It's not funny anymore, honey.
All right, got the cheddar, Leaves. Drop your socks and grab your throttle. Confederate platform verified and locked. This one's all yours, Hardy.